Diadora, can you go ahead and roll initiative for me, please? Thank you. The moon barely peeks through the cloud-covered sky. Its crescent shape is like a sword swing attempting to dispel all that is around it. Enough light to cast a dim glow and shadow, illuminating the alley slightly that we now find ourselves within. We see a broken mirror propped up against several boxes and crates, and what appears to be dried blood. And two figures, a medium-sized blink dog, which at this moment looks torn between staying or running, and another consumed by shadow. Diadora, can you describe, as it has been some time, what your shift weave looks like?
It looks like an oil slick. Like, you know how like when the light shines on oil, it has like those like that chromatic almost look, but it's like dark. It looks a bit like that. Not so much in consistency, but just in like how the colors shift in it as the light hits it at different angles.
And at this moment, it's activated. You can see it moving almost on instinct, but its movements are slower, unsure, coming in moments after this other shift weave strikes. This other shift weave, which, Diadora, you find yourself in a torrent of shadow, darker than anything you have seen within the shift weave or your travels, suffocating. And indeed, you find a massive pressure along your chest and sides, leaving you gasping for air, choking you. That which normally comforts you is now overwhelming, drowning. It's colder, fiercer, and more calculating. You can see vaguely as the shift weave itself, this other presence, swirling around you like a tornado. As the mist kind of shifts in this spiral, you can see Sparky, not too far away from you, stuck, body tensed, quaking, growling, and whining. And it takes you a couple of moments to see that it looks like Sparky's very own shadow has stitched itself upwards and wrapped itself around Sparky, pinning him to the ground. This shift weave attacks relentlessly against you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits, all against your armor. With your passive insight, an image comes to mind of Blackstone weeks ago, learning how to hunt from you during an evening at camp when the two of you were hunting down a boar. A large bobcat appeared, quickly overtaking it, then letting it go, only to capture it moments later with its large claws outstretched. A slice to your right cheek breaks you out of that memory, and you see the tendrils of shiftweave almost licking the blood as it retreats back. You will take 12 points of piercing damage from that. This thing is playing with you.
Mm-hmm.
Can you roll a wisdom savings throw, please?
You said 12?
Yes, 12 points of damage.
It's 10.
Okay, cool.
Because of my armor.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say?
Can you please roll a wisdom savings throw?
Okay. 15?
15. As you're trying to process this shift weave happening, both yours and this other presence, we now move to your turn. What do you do in this moment? Sparky is trapped. You're in this presence. You're not encumbered. You can still try and move, but you're going to be kind of pushing up against almost a wall of force.
Okay, okay. I guess I want to try to break out of this so I can help Sparky break out of what's going on with him. So sure. I guess I'll just attack it with my blade and see if that does anything.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna use an inspiration.
Go for it.
That's a nat 1.
Ugh, don't get that out of here.
Okay. 19?
19. You swing, and it's just like cutting through air. It cuts around it.
Well, I wanted to use my sword can hold spirit charges, and
Correct.
I wanted to use that to cut through it.
Spirit does nothing.
Fuck.
It is pure concentrated shift weave.
Now, we've never fought against shiftweave before, because shiftweave's always been helpful to us, right?
Correct.
Can I do like an insight check or like some kind of check to see like if I can figure out how to effectively attack this thing?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead. Insight, or if you have like, I don't know what your history is, if that would be better, but
Insight's better.
okay.
Fuck, I'm rolling like shit. That's only a 12.
Okay.
I'll
Oh,
burn an actual like a 14.
okay. As you're kind of searching within, the threads of the shift weave come to mind. These golden threads against black. And almost like connecting a needle to thread, weaving from point to point, you try and search either in your memory of something that might be able to assist, or something to perhaps just give you a moment to give you any space, and you're having some difficulty with anything coming to mind.
Okay. Let's see. Bonus action. I guess I'm gonna shift.
Okay.
Spend my bonus action doing that, so I can get some temp HP.
Love it. And can
Some
you
other
describe
stuff.
what your shift form looks like?
If anybody could see through the shift weave, like this dark mass encompassing me, they would see just kind of like I kind of just like I get hulked out more or less, like not as big, but like you can definitely see like the muscles like expanding underneath my armor, and you can hear like the crunching of bone and joints as like my body kind of elongates or rearranges itself just a little bit, so it's like a little more like bestial, like almost lycanthropic in some ways, but still more on like a humanoid side, like human-ish, not as hairy, but it's just like you definitely see like teeth getting sharper, like maybe my face kind of elongates a little bit to more of like a snout and a muzzle.
Sure. And I'll say in contrast, because you and Sparky are interlinked and your connection to each other is very strong, that transformation also feeds into him, and you see his haunches raising up slightly, starting to become darker in color as his coat changes slightly, taking on more of an ink and gold and silver aspect to it, as while he's not fully shifted either in his present state, he's feeding from that energy that you were just emitting. And you do see for a moment, it's almost like the tornado around you dispels before you can see the shift we slowly starting to gather again, wrapping around you. Incredible.
Okay. That's my turn.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. I need you to roll a dexterity savings throw.
Oh, my best stat.
I'm so sorry.
Nat 1.
Okay. You can now see a little bit better what might have happened with Sparky, as from your very own shadow for a second, almost feeding out of your own shift weave, piercing it almost like it's nothing. You see these kind of black umbral tendrils starting to rise up before all of a sudden it just sounds like as it pierces through, and instead of wrapping around you, it just starts cutting into you wherever there's exposed. Whether it's your face, your neck, your collarbone, anything that's available. This thing has been slowly figuring out, testing what the weak points of your armor is. And it goes straight for that. That is going to be 15 points of piercing.
13.
Yep, reduces down.
Okay.
And the next one will also hit you. That's a 22.
Okay.
And that is going to be... I'll take the 2 out. It's going to be 13 more points of piercing.
Okay.
And as that happens, something else comes to mind.
Mm-hmm.
Your shift weave throughout this entire time has been trying to keep your presence, keep you locked in, keep you there. And in those moments, it's also grasping onto anything that is nearby. And you feel something press into your mind. It's a vision. It's like when you were back in the Death Town and using shadow to show you memory.
Mm-hmm.
And you see for a few moments just these flashes of memory, not your own, of this alley on a different night, different moon in the sky, and a stumbling man moving down the alleyway. Probably drunk. Seems like he just came out of the Boar's Hat Tavern. And similarly, finding himself in a position as you, being suffocated, but in his case, not by shift weave, but by flame. That utterly overwhelmed him to the point that it wasn't that he was charred away to nothing. It seemed like this was some kind of fire teleportation spell or something that completely took away any utility and reaction for him to do anything, leaving behind just a smattering of blood, which the darkness, the shadows lit up and left behind.
So just so I understand, I'm seeing this vision of a dude kind of in a similar position to me, except it was fire. But then shift weave came and lapped up the remains, more or less.
Yeah, remains of blood. He was alive when he teleported.
Yeah.
But
okay,
seems to have been kind of like a hyena, kind of scavenger, feeding at some of the blood to make it, because as you your eyes may or may not dart over to that spot. It's not like it's a massive blood pool. It's a couple splatters.
Yeah.
And that darkness kind of made it less. Harder to find. You wouldn't have known, but you have a keen sense of nose.
Almost like something, whatever is controlling this shift weave, was trying to cover up evidence of what happened.
Yes.
But they did a shit job.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
And now, can I surmise based on that they probably sent back their shift weave to see if there's anything left behind, and then I just happened to stumble across this shit?
One could surmise that, yeah.
Okay.
A couple things also happen in this moment as that passes through your mind. 1 second, sorry. I'm pulling out different notes. When you have too many tabs open. There we go. I'm like, where is it? Okay. As this is happening, those visions moving through your head very, very quickly. You can hear a voice, somewhat guttural, saying in shift weaving the equivalent of shit. Before that choking, all-consuming shift weave dissipates from you, retreating.
I hear somebody saying shit.
Mm-hmm. And shift weaving. And it's almost like as you're kind of catching your breath, because this thing was slowly suffocating you.
Mm-hmm.
Moving away, air rushing back into your lungs. Can you roll a perception check for me, please?
Boy, okay. I don't feel very hopeful.
You have advantage. So Sparky is there with you.
Okay.
Yeah, you have advantage.
Oh, okay. 25.
Wonderful. You see several figures moving from behind you, around you.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not fully realized like you and Sparky.
They're not corporeal.
Correct. They are shades moving about you, moving along the walls from shadow to shadow, seemingly chasing this presence before you. And for a moment, you hear a familiar voice in your head saying a phrase you haven't heard in a long time. Dia, get out of here.
Indigo?
No response. As that presence
Nobody
mentally
else.
leaves you as seemingly they're chasing after this.
She's just like, nobody else calls me that. Okay. They're chasing after it.
Mhm.
I don't want to physically chase after it.
Sure.
But is it possible for me to send my own shift weave to chase after it?
Why don't you roll this will be a spirit check? Because right now that's this is like the first level that you're using before you're fully tapped in. So let's do a spirit check with that to see if you can send it.
Okay.
Because it's kind of like you're peeling your shadow from yourself. So it's that separation.
I have a question. Because I'm looking at my stats. You said it's a spirit check, but I also have a shift weave bonus as well.
You can add that to
Can
it.
I not add? So I could do spirit bonus and shift weave bonus? And can I use Sparky for advantage?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. All right. So.
And the simple fact of the matter of me saying yes is because you're wearing the Falk armor. That's why I was like,
so
which armor are you wearing?
Yeah. That's gonna be 19.
Okay. You can see your shadow slowly unstitching from yourself, which is strange in itself. Because what once should be darkness beneath you is just gone. It's like you're not there. And you can see your shade. Ironic. Your shade running off to go and chase whatever this shift weave is, and potentially to assist Indigo and the rest of the pack, so to speak, with whatever this was. It doesn't get far. You feel it dissipate, I would say, and kind of return back to you after a couple of blocks.
Yeah. But do I get the sense, just based off like where the other shades were going plus where my shade went, do I get like a sense of direction of where the rogue one went to, and like if I can maybe I can like find it later? Like
Graveyard.
Did it disappear into a doorway? Graveyard
Graveyard district.
Yeah, should have fucking known.
Yep. Was heading towards the graveyard district because you're not far at all. You're a couple blocks away from the gated kind of archways of the graveyard district.
And when it was attacking me, I know it was like toying with me, but like, did I also get this sense that it was trying to like destroy the armor that I'm wearing?
Not just your armor. I say, because this is you, Diadora, like, I'm not going to make you roll for this. This is something that you innately do because you're so... It's part of the soldier training of like checking everything. This thing was testing to get through the armor to see if it could break it. But probably more dangerously, it wanted to see if it could break you.
Mm. I think I take that in. And then like despite like how moody I've been lately and just like everything going on, I think there's like just anybody who's like inside the like outside the alley would probably hear like a low kind of almost cold chuckle at that idea, because it's like, nice try, but that's never gonna fucking happen.
And you can see that the shift weave around you, as like this activation is slowly settling, and the adrenaline's calming down, starting to slowly dissipate. It's still there. You can see it with your shift weave eyes, going, invisible for anyone else. It's almost always there, but you can see it's moving slower. It's tired. It just had to exude a massive amount of energy very, very quickly, and against an unrelenting kind of force, different than what you've had to deal with before.
I take a moment to settle, and then I'll look to my shadow first and say, thank you.
He kind of just gives a nod, very much in the Diadora shape.
Seems like maybe we should practice more.
And at that, you hear Sparky kind of yip excitedly.
Yeah. And I check on Sparky to make sure that he's fine as well.
Fine.
Like,
he's got a couple injuries, but they're minor. A couple of the cuts from similar, the shadow kind of stitching that you dealt with, that he also did as well. So he's got a couple cuts and some bruises from being like slammed onto the ground, but nothing that's like, he's not mortally in danger in any way, shape, or form.
I think, but that definitely upsets me more than like me getting attacked does, because it's like Sparky is an animal, and yes, he can take care of himself to an extent, but that's some bullshit. That's bullshit. So that's like, that just makes like, you attack me all you want, leave my fucking dog alone.
Yeah, that's valid. That's completely valid.
And then in the vision that I saw of the person in the alley,
yes,
was the mirror there?
The mirror was there. And the figure was wearing very fine, almost gladiator kind of clothes, but with a noble sigil on it as well. It was holding, the sigil itself was the ravens holding an arrow, a broken arrow, blue and silver.
When he passed by the mirror, did his image in it shift as well before he was attacked?
Correct, it did.
I think Diadora wants to fuck up this mirror, but it's like, okay, breaking into tiny little pieces isn't going to help, because it looks like this thing can just go through any pieces or whatever. And she is not magically inclined whatsoever. So after a moment, she is going to go back into the bar. Okay. Still hulked the fuck out. Like, still like, and looking pissed off.
Sure.
And I just imagine like this like split screen where it's like Diadora in the alley fighting for her life, and then Astani and Rory are just like, oh my god, this food is delicious.
This food is
like,
delightful. As we're
just like hanging out, just having a grand old like girls' night out, and it's like, and then you had your friend in the alley fighting for their life, which like obviously not blaming them whatsoever, because how the fuck would they know? But it's just like the image to me is so fucking funny.
Yeah, and actually we will pan back to see what they were up to during this time. So if you want to take a couple minutes, Fair, go ahead. But we will pan back to the rest of the group real quick. As the camera shifts inside the Boar's Hat Tavern a few minutes prior to all of this happening, as both Ostani and Blackstone are chowing down and having some conversations, whether it be about food or otherwise. I know Last we left off, Blackstone had mentioned something about cheesecake. Last episode, there was a cheesecake mention. But with Diadora left, it's been, probably at this point a couple of minutes. What are the two of you up to during this time? As the rest of the bar is still pretty rowdy. Starting to pick up a bit more too.
Hey,
This does not bode well.
mhm. What does not bode well?
I believe we should take our leave of here in approximately 2 minutes from now, a short while hence. It is unlike Diadora, in my experience, to be gone for as long as she has, especially after leaving with some urgency.
Oh, all right. Then I thought you were talking about the rowdiness of. Oh, yes. You know your friend well. We should make sure that they are all right. Hold on. And then grabs a couple of items. Maybe they want something for later. Can I have a to-go box, please?
A to-go box.
No.
What is this?
Yep. Hang on, as you hear from behind the bar, a Minotaur who's in the middle of like kind of showman's like some of his bartending skills. He's tossing around really cheap bottles of wine, trying to do this elaborate thing, working for those tips. And he hears that, looks over in your direction, nodding, and he catches the bottle that he had just tossed up in the air and taps on the table where he is at. And from your table, the wood plank kind of rises up slightly, and you see what appears to be a small little cauldron by which you can now place your food in there. And it seems like it'll keep it warm, at least for a little bit, until you can get it to where you need to go.
Wonderful. This is much better than last time before they just wrapped it in something. And I tend to like to have my food with me. Well, actually, no, this is for Theodora, so of course I'll share, of course. And then starts like putting everything, knocking back the last of the drink. Where did they go off to?
I am uncertain. We will have to go and look for her.
Yes.
Besides, in some capacity, she is my charge. And if something happens to her, Blackstone would never forgive me.
They're just looking to keep track of everything, right? That they're like, Rory, Blackstone, got it, yes.
I'm gathering things. Corbin has been
Hold on,
sent
sorry, my
to
headphone just.
Corbin has been sent to familiar space.
Yes, familiar space for Corbin. Yep, we're good.
What were you saying?
No, I'm just like describing stuff. Corbin has been sent to familiar space. I'm helping you gather things so that we can leave as quickly as possible, and I'm looking around. Okay, I guess we're out the front door then. And
Front door. All right. They're doing that thing of shifting around the booth. As like a centaur just don't want to pull on that and following.
Rory, completely unfamiliar with how like centaur anatomy works, is just like left with no thought about whether it would be difficult for Asadi to like leave because this is Asadi. Like Asadi sat there. Clearly she knows what she's doing.
Mm.
And you're able to, the bar is definitely picking up. It is getting a lot more crowded than when you first entered in. So probably astounding. You're having to be a little bit more like maneuvering around, doing the thing when you're at the movie theater of like moving down the row to get to the spot that you want to. kind of thing as people are maneuvering around you. You can already see as soon as you're getting up, the tables are like cleaned as like out of thin air, you know, a rag and some soap and water quickly like washes off anything that was remaining on the table. And already new people are starting to get ready to settle down. As the two of you exit the bar and head out into the street. And I would say probably at that moment, that's when you would be popping up, Diadora.
Just really, what is the word I'm thinking of? Just like a really like boiling over anger type energy. Like you can like see it all over her fucking face, and she's bleeding. And she's also in her shift form.
Yep.
So, yeah.
You see Rory's eyes turn like go from a calm cobalt color to an intense red. Understood.
Diadora's like, I think whatever's been taking people tried to take me.
So I would like to use one of my features. I get to use a feature.
Yes, you do.
I have a feature.
I do have a feature. It comes with traits. For
when you build a character, sometimes you get things.
Yeah. Well, I just love,
these are wizards.
it comes with the feature. It comes with trays that immediately like.
Oh, there it is. City secrets.
you
Thank
go.
God. Okay. So, basically, I take like I take a bunch of like side places through the city and alleys and shortcuts so we can move like twice the speed, but also go because we can go through lesser known places to get from point A to point B.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to use this to go to an inn that fewer people would know about than usual in Jorix.
Okay. And I'm assuming not the one that you both are staying at, correct?
Correct.
Gotcha. Yep. I had to check. That's why I asked.
That's perfectly fine.
Okay.
That's fine and a beautiful point of logic. Do I need to roll you anything to achieve?
Why don't we, for flavor, can you roll me a D100?
Hey,
Because there's a couple kind of not seedier inns, but inns that are of like lesser knowledge kind of thing and stuff. So
3.
Okay. All right. You think of, and you're able to move the group along, heading towards the outskirts of the erudite quarter. And there is, it's more of like a set of shacks that are just outside of the quarter itself. Honestly, a lot of people just walk by it. It's one of those, looks like a very small house. If you've seen the houses in like Amsterdam that are very, very tiny, and are built more tall versus side to side. This one's called the Elon, and you can see that it is a lion with seemingly some fish caught in its mouth. Kind of somewhat dilapidated, but also not at the same time. Like there's upkeep, but you can imagine that this is probably where less people that wish to not be noticed go to, kind of thing. Not inherently criminal vibes, but it's just, hey, we don't want to be seen or known about. This is where we would go.
So, I mean, it might be possible that some of the appearance of this repair is on purpose to just have people turn their attention away
You
from
would know
it.
that with your network in the city. Yes. 1,000%. Yes.
Okay.
It's essentially a one of the few safe houses within your network.
Okay. So I explain. I take the time to explain this to the party. Hold
Yeah.
on.
Go for it.
Okay. I'm going to take us down to a lesser known location. I am pretty sure if you have been attacked, then our other quarters are compromised. And this place that I'm taking you to is a lesser known safe house. It'll be a place that few people, if any, would think to look for anyone, and certainly not for us. But we have to move quickly.
If our other quarters are compromised, that means the items that we have are compromised that we don't have with us right now.
Those are things I might be able to get back and retrieve, but first, I would have you say, we can go and retrieve those things first and then make our way to the secret location, or we can go to the secret location and figure out what to do from there.
The armor is at the inn.
All right, to the inn it is.
You guys,
Astani, as I understand it, people who would be coming for myself or Diadora would be unlikely, I imagine, to attack you, at least for the moment. So, what I will tell you is, you can choose to stay with us if you want to, but you need to understand that if you do, you will be in danger.
They have seen us eating for the last hour. If they are any good, then they would have noticed. So, I will stick with you both.
after Stani says this, I turn to Rory and I say, they use the shift weave. So it's likely they already know. I only escaped because... I'll explain when we're behind safe doors.
Okay, let us step over here to a side and have all of you stand close to me.
Okay.
I am going to use a secret ability.
Yep.
And I'm going to cast greater invisibility on the entire party.
Yeah. You can easily do. What does it look like as you cast that? Because I think this is the first time you've done that.
So it's almost like watching the surfaces of your skin individually start turning into shards of glass. Each of the shards reflecting the world around you back to itself instead of you.
Okay, Emma Frost tea. Okay. Clocked.
And then I get the party moving because while we are in Jorix, everybody moves through all of the side streets and at twice their normal speed. We zooming out here.
Okay. And where are you heading? You're heading back to the inn, the Crooked Chimney? Okay.
To collect the things.
Okay. All right.
I think on the way I go, I am going to say we may want to be prepared for some combat just in case we're having to take down a person or two in case they decided to split their forces. I do not know if the person who was testing you knew exactly where our inn was without having to do a little bit of research. Hopefully we get there first. But if we don't, well, I would not have us forfeit precious things.
I think as Rory's speaking in my mind, I'll say back in my mind, there are other allies that we have in the city or nearby. My family is here. They're the ones who helped me in the alley.
Understood.
I didn't want to say anything earlier because I didn't want to compromise them.
That is wise.
But they are here because Tyneal asked them to be, and they've been helping him.
I see. Okay.
Sorry, I just imagine we're all Naruto running.
Which
I don't know how.
No, we
I don't know how-
really are.
I don't know how a horse Naruto runs or like a centaur Naruto runs, but I like just.
I need fan art of that immediately.
Well, like, the thing is, like, here's the thing. This is probably I think Rory might be just ever so slightly clumsy with it, but this is one of those moments where the body that Blackstone is in, the model that they are, this is the exact kind of thing they were built to do. So that running and speed and movement is efficient. They're like dodging things, jumping over stuff, parkouring off of things, and whatever, because that's what that body was built to do.
Yeah, the body is moving. Rory is not doing it. Autopilot must be nice.
Love it. As you all are moving, can you roll a perception check as you go?
Oof. 12.
And you have advantage because Sparky's with you.
I know.
Oh, no. Okay. Well,
12.
I tried.
Yikes. Sorry, did you say that was a
Does Sakali give any?
Sakali would,
advantages?
yes. Sakali would give you advantage on the roll.
I rolled a 2.
Oh.
Remember, y'all have inspiration die,
You
and
do.
that is that's a D12.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
I guess I'll use what I act so precious with them, but I have like so many.
Yeah.
There's no reason for me to hoard them, but I do.
And we got a fresh
Okay.
one today. You're saving them
Yeah,
for combat.
Mats, you should have another one as of today. So you
Okay.
get a new one each day. It's my little
well-
gift to you to choose as
Well, I got a.
you go.
I'm sorry.
You're
I got a 10 on my inspo die, so 22.
okay.
Do I see anything now?
You see everything. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so 22. And what were the other rolls? I'm sorry.
Well, Mats is not happy.
I know. That was the look of I am going to
I'm
put this dice
trying to
in jail.
understand. Well, I got a 13 plus 8, but I'm trying to understand the inspiration die. Is it
Gotcha.
like you said? I
It's
have another one.
So it's a D12.
So you get a new one every session.
Yes. It's my
Got it,
little
so it's
gift to
one.
you.
Got
It's a D12 that you can either choose to use in the session or you can choose to use it later. So that's why like Fair
it.
and Sin have a few stockpiled for when they need to re-roll something. So it's just my little gift to
Great.
you. Doesn't mean I'm going to hold back on anything, but it just, hi, here's my way since I'm very appreciative that you're here. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it is the one. So that what is it? I'm not going to roll it now.
Okay.
So I'm going to just go for the 13 plus 8
Okay.
for
21.
21.
21.
Nice.
Thank you.
23.
23. Nicely done.
Oh, 21, 22, 23.
Oh, let's go.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Blackstone, you're the one that notices. And it's very faint. It's only because you are typically taking statuses every few seconds as you're going. Your automaton side fully kind of just assessing the situation, looking at any possible threats, possible routes, etc. And you get the sense that there is a shiftweave present following you. Much further back. It's not a shiftweave presence that you are familiar with. And it's having a hard time keeping up as you are moving. But it seems to kind of sense, even though it can't visually see you because you're invisible, that may not be what they're using to get an idea of where you're at.
Okay, hold on. Nat 20 on insight.
Yeah.
Is that presence friendly or hostile?
Friendly. It stops after a few blocks as you get closer to the Crooked Chimney Tavern. Seems like just checking to make sure that you're getting home or to wherever you need to real quick. Okay, you're at least in the vicinity. Okay, we're gonna back off kind of thing. And yes, I do want to clarify real quick. I did not say Elon. I said Lelon. I apologize. So I just want to specify that real quick.
I think you're gonna have to put a French accent on that. Lelon.
Lelon.
So like Lelon.
Lelon.
Not Lululemon.
Lululemon.
We're Expedition 33 in here now. It's fine. Yes. So.
I think telepathically everybody just gets like the equivalent of like a blip out on their radar of curiosity. There is, and what Rory passes to everybody is a blip of alert curiosity, and then a non-hostile presence, shift weaving. I'll note that for later.
I think Diadora just says telepathically, "That's Indigo, my brother."
And then you get a sense there of just acknowledgement of the thing being said as we approach the inn.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't break the invisibility for.
No, I didn't think you would.
Person just sees, so just the door just fucking open. The person at the front desk thinks it's haunted.
I actually imagine
what floor, wait, actually, two things. One, what floor are we on? And two, is there an open window to either of our rooms?
You're up on the 3rd floor. And that would be up to you had a window. I don't know if you left it open or not. And Diadora had a window in their room. I doubt that Diadora would have left that open. What I actually like to imagine is like the doors opening as like this, elderly kind of gnome and his partner slowly stepping out to have an evening stroll of just relaxation before they go to bed. And as they're opening the door, all of a sudden they're just like just hit with these invisible forces that are kind of pushing them back real quick. You can, assuming that you want to just keep going on into the inn that way since the windows are seemingly shut, you head up to your rooms. And Blackstone, your room is the first one in the hallway, and then Diadora's afterwards, since you both kind of have that adjoining bathroom, so to speak.
And I would approach the rooms with caution.
Okay.
Looking for, is this a perception, investigation? What do you want here?
I'll let you choose. What do you think Rory would in that moment do? Is he more interlocked with trying to perceive everything as he can, or is he more concerned about any other presences that are there, traps, spells? What would Rory do?
I think Rory's looking for signs of intrusion or things here being out of place.
Okay. And
Well, either thing, and when we say out of place, not necessarily even things that are messed up, but things that are just like, this is neater than it should be.
Or that was moved like a couple inches from where it was originally.
sure. Okay.
Yeah.
And as you go into, we'll say you're going into your room first, Blackstone. Okay. As you go in, housekeeping hasn't been in yet. They haven't turned down your bed. Everything seems to be as it was.
Okay, so if I have anything to pick up, here, then I will pick that up.
Okay. And you pick it up. No problem.
And those things that I pick up become invisible just as
Yes. Mm-hmm. And I'll say at that point you hear kind of, it sounds like the rattling of a cart moving along the hallway. And if you dip your head back out into the hallway, you can see that some kind of maid is slowly working through each of the rooms to kind of do turn downs of the beds just to make them comfy. You see seemingly a large kind of dwarven woman with a long red curled beard, kind of is just humming to herself as she's just going in and out, just making sure everything's fine. Hasn't picked up that a door opened and shut. Is just very in her own thoughts, and as she's kind of milling about. That's the only other presence really that you're picking up on in this hallway.
Okay.
Love a woman who minds her own business. So, not my business.
Yep.
So
I don't get paid enough for that.
I try to leave the room as stealthily as possible.
Sure.
And like go to Diadora's room.
Okay.
So I actually want to go to my room through Rory's room because we share that bathroom.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we
In
have.
case there's somebody in there, maybe we can get the element of surprise. by
So you're
going
going to
through
try
the
and pincer
bathroom.
essentially. So Blackstone goes out and around, and then you're going through that bathroom.
Yeah.
I think that's a good plan,
Okay.
yeah.
I don't know where Aston is.
Yeah. Asai, where are you at?
There are windows, and I keep waiting for like, are there stairs or
Yeah.
something? It's like-
Oh no, like the inn definitely has stairs. I was looking at the window because I'm like,
I need to
could
get
just
like
try
Misty
to.
Step or something later.
No, I was just like, I could jump I was like, I could just jump or teleport into the window or whatever. But then it was kind of like, no, like you
Well-
don't need to do all that because you're on the third floor. So I just took the
And
stairs.
to be fair, this is again very much. This is I get portion was inspired from when I was in Amsterdam. You can see that most of these taverns and inns also have what looks like hooks where they allow for either some kind of platform to be lowered. So minotaurs, centaurs who maybe would not be able to get through the front door as comfortably. It would be a very tight squeeze for you, Astani, but you could do it. Could just be lifted up to the window so that way it's a little bit more comfortable, or whatever floor you're on. That's also, they use that also for like luggage or if there's an emergency, things like that. So I just love, hang on. So we have
No.
Astani who's looking around at windows. We have Blackstone going in to Diadora's room through the hallway, and then we have Diadora going through the bathroom. I love it. Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I just keep imagining, because we're all invisible,
Yeah.
but we have the centaur. So I'm just imagining, even if Astani took the stairs, just like the clop, 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 clop of hooves on the stairs. And people are like, what the fuck is that noise?
It's the ghost of the centaur.
And I feel like I've researched too much time into centaur and what they would wear, like shoes and things. Like they have something for sure ornamental and like not tactical or, strategic because they're going to a big meeting.
Yeah.
So they're just like tiptoeing and they're like every single second
She got
trying to
bells
like
on. She got bells on.
like they're glittery and shiny and beautiful new heels kind of energy.
It's
But
full
I think
dressage right now, like just an outfit, like like,
I love it.
they are just mentally they're just like, this is what it means. We are working together. I have to find the next and then just like is it Cusco? I can't remember, like from Emperor's Group, like and it's like
Kronk when he's holding the bag and
Kronk,
the people
yeah.
across. Yeah.
That's us stunning right now.
oh my god.
Slowly getting to where everyone is. So you hear a slight little like, okay, all right, and like mentally just, we did it. They didn't hear a thing. They didn't hear it. Whew. Next floor. Yes, if I counted the windows right, this would be up. That is it. I don't hear them inside. Okay, and then just...
I'm crying. I can't breathe. I'm laughing.
And then the balcony doors just burst open.
I didn't mean to do that. No. The wind.
The balcony doors burst open as you see this like other I'm sorry. See this like I can't even get the thought across because I'm laughing too hard. As you see, there's a couple balconies on this building, but you do see a balcony set of doors open up, and seemingly this elven woman kind of is like brushing her hair and like looking at the night sky and like just minding her own business as you're kind of like, which of the fucking windows is this? Like, where are they at? Like, she's just humming to herself, and she every now and then seems to look down like she's looking for somebody perhaps, and then she'll just go back to brushing her hair, braids it, and then just shuts the door again. As we pan the camera back, that was the best thing for my soul. Thank you so much for that.
Sunny was meant to be a serious character, and then I forgot Centaur.
Asani was meant to be a serious character, but then you met, then you joined a circus,
yeah,
which is me and Sin. So I'm like,
it's giving that paladin from the D&D movie where he's just walking straight across the sand and then dips up and then dips back down because they were supposed to cut and they didn't. It's great. As the camera pans back to Diadora and Sin, Blackstone rather, at this moment as you are opening the door to Diadora's room. And as you open the door up, we're gonna go to break.
bitch.
Thank you so much, y'all.
We gave you all those kikis, and you got the nerve to go to break.
Yep. We're gonna take about 10 minutes here, y'all. What an interesting episode. And I'm very excited to see what y'all are gonna do next. So we're gonna take about 10 minutes, go get a drink. Not the side eyes I'm getting in chat. Go get a drink, go get a snack, go get your potions if you haven't taken them today. And we will be back in just a few minutes. See you all very soon. If I can find, there it is.